In terms of social dynamics and personality types, the alpha male and sigma male reflect two very distinct ideologies and approaches to life. The alpha strives to dominate social hierarchies, impose control, and attract followers. The sigma is a lone wolf who follows his own rules. He avoids the spotlight and is unaffected by social influences. This contrast positions the autonomous sigma guy as a danger to the status-seeking alpha. The sigma male's isolated temperament, disregard for rank, and self-contained assurance make the alpha's game-playing ineffectual. The sigma cannot be coerced into being a follower or subordinate. He thinks for himself and makes choices based on his internal compass. Despite his best efforts, the alpha cannot influence the sigma's reputation or sway him with shame or intimidation. This movie investigates why the sigma personality type is unusually resistant to the alpha male's attempts to control and manipulate. It describes how the sigma's silent strength and lack of involvement in group dynamics confuses and threatens the alpha. Nothing scares the status-conscious alpha more than an unrestrained lone wolf who follows his own rules. The lone wolf mentality of the sigma male. The sigma male is content being alone. He does not need continual companionship or validation from others. This independence means he will not follow the alpha guy solely for social acceptance. The sigma's lack of need for a pack renders him uncontrolled. Alphas crave validation while sigmas don't care. Alphas seek attention and obedience from others. They should be revered and obeyed. Sigmas don't mind what others think of them. Alphas feel powerless against sigmas because they cannot influence the sigma's reputation or social position. Sigmas are comfortable going against the grain. Sigmas are not scared to espouse unpopular views or defy social standards. They think for themselves. Alphas seek agreement and obedience from their followers. The sigma's proclivity to dissent jeopardizes the alpha's area of control. Alphas try to dominate. Sigmas don't play the social game. Alphas impose their social dominance through intimidation and display of rank. Sigmas avoid status-based competitions. They refuse to go along with the alpha's social power games, leaving him powerless. Sigmas are more likely to go their own way. When it comes to life, the sigma man creates his own path. There is no hierarchy or social order that he belongs to, and he does not identify himself by that. He is the one who determines his own values and ambitions. This indicates that it is highly improbable that he will comply with the agenda of the alpha or accept a subservient role. The quiet confidence of the sigma threatens the alpha. It is the sigma. Internal factors are responsible for a man's sense of self-worth. As a result of this calm confidence, alphas are uneasy because they anticipate outbursts of bravado or hostility. Because of his groundedness, the sigma is able to dismiss the acts of egotism displayed by the alpha. Sigmas aren't driven by seeking approval. Sigmas, in contrast to alphas, do not require approval or adulation from others. They aren't concerned about their appearance or seeking to impress other people. As a result of this, the techniques that the alpha employs in order to acquire followers and sycophants are ineffective when used against the sigma. The alpha desires followers, the sigma walks alone. The alpha male would like to have devotees who will carry out his orders. In addition, the sigma does not require or desire adherence. If it is necessary, he is content to walk by himself. Because of this, it is impossible for the alpha to exert authority over him or use him for his own purposes. Sigmas can't be controlled or manipulated. As far as the sigma is concerned, strategies such as guilt trips, peer pressure, shame, and intimidation are unproductive. This is a significant way that alphas use to exert influence on other people. Because of his self-reliance and his unwavering will, the sigma is immune. This causes alphas to become agitated. Sigmas don't need social hierarchies like alphas do. Alphas require hierarchies in which they are at the top of the hierarchy. There is no regard for social hierarchies or rankings among sigmas. To them, social pyramids are completely meaningless. Because of this, sigmas are automatically inferior to alphas in any hierarchy that exists. It is the sigma. Because of his lack of dependence on others, his calm confidence, and his contempt for status, the man is considered to be potentially hazardous by the alpha male who is looking for status. Case study: Rick, the sigma male. Having reached the age of 32, Rick is an accountant who possesses a personality type that is classified as Sigma masculine. He possesses a significant number of the essential characteristics that set Sigmas apart from alpha males. However, in contrast to the majority of his coworkers, Rick is not particularly interested in advancing his standing or climbing the corporate ladder. Instead of engaging in office politics, he produces good work. Rick is not motivated by the need to win the approval of other people. He does not engage in self-promotion or make an effort to impress higher-ups in organizations. At workplace parties, Rick has a tendency to maintain his distance. Whenever he has the desire to do so, he takes part in talks. Nonetheless, he never makes an effort to take control of social situations. Rick does not derive his feeling of self-worth from any external affirmation. Rather, it originates from within him. Rick is an independent thinker who navigates his own way through life. For instance, rather than staying at the main office, he decided to work from a remote location, which was located in a small village. The worries that he was paying his dues or spending face time at the workplace did not sway his decision. It is Rick who creates his own path. Rick has been the subject of management's efforts to get him to take on more visible projects and leadership roles within the team. Nevertheless, Rick has resisted any supervisory responsibilities that would require him to manage the politics of the office. Instead of caring for a pack of subordinates, he would rather concentrate on taking care of his own task. Rick's demeanor has been brought to the attention of Greg, the chief accountant, who considers himself an alpha man. It is Greg's preference to demonstrate his superiority by displaying aggressive confidence and employing intimidation strategies when the situation calls for it. On the other hand, these methods have little impact on Rick, who is a calm and confident individual. When other coworkers make blunders in meetings, Greg will make fun of them or make derogatory comments about them. His attempts to humiliate Rick, on the other hand, are dismissed without any objection. Rick does not appear to be fazed by Greg's influence games. As a result, Greg is left feeling disappointed because he is unable to control or influence Rick through the use of status games. Rick is a great example of how the Sigma male's lone wolf attitude and inner self-reliance make him immune to the persuasion methods and social jousting that are typical of alphas. In many ways, Rick displays this. In both his professional and personal life, he is not afraid to go his own way. The Alpha and Sigma balance. Both Alpha and Sigma males have their unique strengths. At the end of the day, it's not about being an Alpha or a Sigma. It's about understanding who you are, embracing your strengths, and working on your weaknesses. Because ultimately, it's your individual journey that matters the most. Remember, whether you're an Alpha, a Sigma, or somewhere in between, your power lies in understanding and embracing who you are.